Welcome back, yogis. I am coming to you today with my friend Kathleen. We'll be leading you through a quick 20-minute yoga flow for detox. So go ahead, meet us in your easy pose, shins crossed, back flat, eyes closed, and breathe. So if you clicked on this video, I'm assuming you're having some digestion issues, maybe you have an upset stomach, or maybe you're irregular. Whatever it is, leave me a comment, let me know. The purpose of a detox yoga flow is to massage the internal organs through twisting. So be ready for some of that today. Focus inward, check in with your body. Letting your breathing come to normal. On your next inhale, eyes open. We'll take it into a twist. Left hand behind our back, right hand to left knee, gaze over the left shoulder, twist. Use the strength of your right arm to pull your spine further into the twist if it's available to you. Exhale, release. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind our back. Pull into your twist. Belly button in. Spine straight. Exhale, release. Both hands on our knees this time. We'll take some body circles here. So roll your chest forward. And as you bring it back, find your cat spine. So a little bit of cat and cow here in these circles. We'll take about 5 in each direction. So which either way is intuitive for you. It's really important to have a loose, comfortable spine when doing some deep twisting poses. So take what feels good for you here. On your next circle, let's change our direction. So reverse it. Using the help of your hands to go a little bit deeper. Pull your belly button in. Take 2 more circles here. And we'll meet in a flat spine. Hands come forward of the shins. Roll forward on your knees into your tabletop pose for cat and cow. Get repositioned if you need. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, curl tailbone up, pull your palms towards your knees. Really feel your core turn on here. Exhale, press into the palms, pull your belly button in nice and tight, tuck tailbone under, round your spine. Inhale, drop the belly, move through cat and cow at your own pace. Exhale, round, 1 breath per movement. Kathleen and I were talking the other day about rounding and compressing the spine. I prefer rounding. She likes compressing. I like to feel like I'm in my own little turtle shell, nice and safe. We'll talk about what it means to backbend a little bit more in this class and why that can feel vulnerable for some people like myself. On your next inhale, let's meet in our tabletop pose. Toes tuck under. Walk your palms forward, hips lift up and back, down dog. Pedal it out if you need. If your hamstrings feel tight, bend one knee then the other. Walk your dog. Curl your tailbone up like cow pose. Gaze forward. Right foot steps through, low lunge. Left foot meets it. Fold. Reverse your swan dive. Back is flat. Palms touch above head. Gaze is up. Dive forward. Flat back. Strong legs. Hands plant. Right foot steps back. Left foot meets it. Down dog. Ripple forward. Nice and slow to your plank pose. Exhale. Lower to the belly. Baby cobra. Untuck the toes. Strengthen the legs so your kneecaps lift up, fingertips underneath the shoulders. Curl your spine up. Inhale. Exhale, release. Pressing through knee plank or high plank. Whatever you're ready for today. Hips lift up and back, down dog. Look forward, left foot steps through, low lunge. Right foot meets it, fold. Reverse your swan dive, palms touch above head. Exhale, dive forward, hands plant. Left foot steps back. Right foot meets it, down dog. Coming forward through to our plank pose, nice and slow. Lower to the belly. Baby cobra, untuck the toes. Lift the chest, squeeze the elbows in, look up. Exhale, release. Coming back through your plank of choice. And back to down dog. This time, right leg rises and steps through, low lunge. Left foot meets it, fold, reverse your swan dive, palms touch. Exhale, dive forward, hands plant. Right foot steps back, left foot meets it, downward facing dog. And you can take your full vinyasa or modify, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg rises nice and high. Feel your glutes turn on. Step it through, low lunge. Right foot meets it, fold. Reverse swan dive, palms touch. Exhale, dive forward, hands plant. Left foot steps back. Right foot meets it, down dog. And vinyasa, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg rises nice and high and steps through, low lunge. Straighten the right leg, bend the left knee, spring forward, fold. Reverse your swan dive, palms touch, dive forward, flat back, hands plant. Right foot steps back, left foot meets it, down dog, and vinyasa. We'll meet in down dog. Home base. Left leg rises nice and high, glutes strong. Step through, low lunge. Straighten the left leg, bend the right knee, fold. Reverse the swan dive, palms touch. Exhale, dive forward, hands plant. Left foot steps back. Right foot meets it, down dog. And vinyasa. I will meet you in down dog and we'll take a few breaths there to reconnect. So breathe. The sun salutations are meant to get us warmed up for our flow. So you should feel pretty warm. Maybe you're sweating. Make sure you can breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. On your next inhale, right leg rises and steps through, crescent. Lower your left knee down. Keep your left toes tucked. Let's rise up on our palms onto our knee. Hips push forward and down. Breathe. Arms reach straight up. Lift up out of your waist like you're trying to touch the ceiling. Left toes are tucked under. If they weren't already, tuck them. Go ahead, engage the left leg so left knee lifts off the ground. High crescent. Arms stay exactly where they are. Breathe here. If you're losing your balance, engage your back leg. Hands float to prayer position in the center of our chest. Bring your chest a little more unusually forward. And we're going to hook our left elbow to our right knee. Twist. Press into the palms. The goal is to get your palms to heart center here. So this is a deep twist. So use your strength here to twist. Also some hip openings, so a lot going on. Look at something that's not moving and breathe into it. On your next inhale, let's float back to our high crescent, arms reach straight up and back to heart center. Shift the weight forward again. We're going to bring our left foot so the knee's up, so we're just on one leg. So shift the weight all the way into the right foot. Left knee comes in. Find your balance. This is tricky. Once we meet there, take your right hand to the left knee, left hand to left hip, or left arm can extend back. Dancing Shiva. Pull your belly button in and twist here. Connect with your breath, noticing your body. Hands come back through to heart center. We're going to bring our left foot in for tree pose, so keep the balance in the right leg. I know this is tricky. Press the left foot and the right leg into one another to balance. Finding your drishti gaze, looking at something that's not moving, maybe about 4 feet on the floor in front of you. Coming from here into our half moon, I will demonstrate with a block. So if you have one, have it about a foot in front of your right pinky toe. We're going to take our left foot off of our right thigh, keep it floating, open up the side body into our half moon. Right hand comes down, left hand to left hip. Both legs are straight and strong. A lot of work from your outer glutes here. Try to find a flat back position. If that feels good, left arm can float up, just the cherry on top. Breathe. This is a tricky pose as well, so be with all the wobbles. Left arm reaches over your ear if it's up. Both hands plant. Low lunge. Step back, down dog. And vinyasa, or skip it out, plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We'll repeat on the second side. Left leg rises and steps through. Low lunge, right knee lowers. You can keep the right toes tucked. Rise up one palm at a time onto your left knee. Hips push forward and down. Breathe. Arms float straight up. Fingertips towards the ceiling. Lift up out of your waist. So grow a little bit taller here. Make sure your back toes are tucked, and we're going to lift our back knee off the ground. High crescent. Find your balance. Hands float to heart center. Chest shifts forward. Right elbow to left knee. Twist. Press your elbow and knee into one another to get deeper in your twist. Try to get your hands perfectly at your heart center if you can. I'm still working towards it. Gaze is up. Keep your eyes open here. Do not close your eyes in this pose. With the eyes open, it helps us balance. Float back, high crescent. Find your balance. And hands come back to prayer. Shift the weight forward into the left foot. Right knee comes in. Be with all the wobbles to get there. Balance. Left hand to right knee. Right arm on right hip or straight back for your dancing Shiva. Twist. Balance. And breathe. Come back through center. Find your balance. Our right foot's going to come to the left thigh, tree pose. Foot and thigh press into one another to keep the foot there. You can put your foot anywhere except the knee. So find your personal tree pose. You don't have to be as high up as Kathleen and I. So do what's good for you here. And we're going to float that foot off of the thigh. Get your block if you need for your left side, a foot in front of the left pinky toe. opening up for our half moon. So left hand down, I like my block, right arm up. Open it up. Try to keep both legs straight or straight-ish by locking your knee, which means your kneecap lifts up so your quad is engaged. This is by no means an easy pose. This is a tough one, but it's a really great one to build some heat. Breathe. Top arm over the ear, back foot down, low lunge. Both feet step back, down dog. And just breathe here. Come forward for your plank pose, but let's lower all the way to the belly. Nice and slow. Your chin can come out on the mat, so your throat's on the mat. Or you can keep it risen off, whatever is good for you. Coming into our bow pose, Kathleen's favorite pose, so I wanted to integrate it today. Go ahead, bend your knees behind you and grab 2 inches below your toes on your feet. So don't grab at the ankles, and make sure your wrists are straight here. Thumb is with the index finger. Imagine 6 inches between knees, feet, ankles, and hands. Lift up, lift your neck up, kick into your feet, roll body weight forward so your hips are completely off the ground. Kick as hard as you can. This is a natural human traction. A lot of shoulder opening. And this is a compression pose. Kick a little bit harder, roll forward, keep 6 inches between the feet. I know it's hard. Kick one more time. Exhale, release. Make a little pillow for your forehead. Rest your forehead down on your forearms. Little belly shavasana here. And on your next inhale, press yourself up into hands and knees. We'll come into our hero's pose. So sit down, Japanese style, hips on the heels. And take your feet and heels outside of the glutes. Sit down right in between the feet and heels, if you can. If your knees are screaming at you here, sit on a block. You don't want to mess with the knees in this pose, so go to your maximum and you get the full benefit. Once you find a position where you can stay seated comfortably, stay there. If you want more, both hands to the feet. Lower down one elbow at a time, and then one shoulder at a time. Eventually your head will come to the ground. Scoot your knees together a little bit more if you can. Both knees together and on the ground. Cherry on top, arms overhead. Pull your elbows down. Lift your ribs up. Natural little human body bridge here. Breathe into it. This one is so healing for the knees. So if you're having pain here, as long as it's a stretching pain and not a injury pain, go a little bit deeper. Hands back to the feet. Come up with the help of the elbows. One limb at a time. Untuck the feet here. And sit back on your hips and swing your legs forward. Should feel really good to let all that fresh blood come to your knees. From here, we're going to take a forward fold. So we're going to lengthen the spine. So we just did 2 back bends in a row, heroes and bow. Now we're going to get some length. So arms reach straight up. Pull your belly button in nice and tight. Engage your core. Hinge forward at the hips and grab your feet. Now, if you're very flexy and grabbing the feet is easy for you, don't sell yourself short. Put a block in front of your feet. Go a little bit further. Pull your spine further. Pull your belly button in more. Flex your feet more. Breathe. If you are like, hey, I can't even get my feet, grab whatever's accessible for you and get length for your spine where you're at today. Breathe into it and you'll get the full benefit here. Pull a little harder if you can, if that feels good. Act like you want to bite your toes here. That's the goal. And exhale, release. Get that block out of the way. Arms forward like Frankenstein. Pull your belly button in again, nice and tight. Zip it up. We're going to lower to our back, one vertebrae at a time. Try to not move your feet if you can. So nice and slow. Mine shake a lot. So I'm still building up my core strength for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay on your back. We're going to come into a wind removing pose here and take it into a twist. So can you guess what this pose is good for? Right knee comes in. Grab the right knee 2 inches below the knee. Pull the knee towards the armpit, clearing the rib cage. So this pose is good for obviously relieving some gas. So if you are having some indigestion, this pose will help you to naturally release gas a little bit easier. Flex your left foot to keep the left foot on the ground. Pull a little bit harder if you can. Keep your left hand on the knee. Right arm comes out to a T, and we're going to carry our left knee across our body for a twist. Your left knee might not come to the ground. That's perfectly okay. Just go as far as you can. You can look over at your right fingertips if you like. Breathe into it. You can take a block under that knee too if you like. Whatever is available for you. Come back towards center. Release the right leg on the ground. Catch a hold of the left shin 2 inches below the knee. Pull the knee in towards the armpit, clearing the rib cage. So it's not pulling straight in, it's coming out at an ankle. Use the strength of your biceps to really pull it in. Flex your left foot on the ground to keep it straight, or your right foot on the ground to keep it straight. And use your bicep strength to pull it in. Feel a sensation in your hip flexor here. This is a hip opener. Spine is perfectly flat to the ground like it's up against a wall. So you might think like, oh, of course it's flat to the ground, I'm on the mat. But tuck your chin in to get your full spine flat to the floor. Don't forget about your neck. Take your right hand to left knee, left arm at a T, and guide your knee across your body for a twist. Open your chest up, gaze towards the left if you like. Whatever feels good for you. Breathe into it. Float back up towards center. Both legs long. Arms in for your Shavasana pose. Stay here as long as you would like. I'd like to thank you so much for practicing with me and Kathleen today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let us know how you're feeling before and after the video. You know, if you weren't feeling so good before, maybe you're feeling different now that the body's changed. We'd love to know. Can't wait to see you guys back soon. Namaste.